Like, we also know he's been into a beach, which he doesn't really love going to the beach either, but we hope they're having a great week off. And it's great to have you here with us, Jeremy.
Thanks, Sean. It sounds like the only thing Joe really likes to do is be here in this backyard, you know?
He texted me yesterday how much he's missing the normalcy of being at work.
Aw. Well, the fact that he calls it normal is something else, because a lot of our viewers find what he does here in this backyard very far from normal.
That is a very good point, Jeremy. Not normal at all. But we do miss his version of normalcy.
Yes, I know. I bring a very different vibe to the morning show, but nonetheless, we love Joe and all of his antics. But
we do. We're glad to have you, though.
Thank you, John. And speaking of not normal, we had a video posted to your Facebook page, John.
Yeah, this is from my friend Shonda in Dewshore. You showed the radar estimates there that there was a lot of rain. This is the stream right next to their restaurant there. Their family has a great restaurant in Dewshore, and you can see it is roaring this morning.
And obviously, it's not surprising that this stream is roaring because they received so much rain. If we switch over to the boards, I can show you how much rain radar estimates that fell in some of these regions. And just to the south of Dewshore, you see that orange color? That's more than 4 inches of rain. And within those bullseyes, there's some reds, and that's 5 or greater inches of rain. So it's not surprising that Shonda's video showed a rushing river, because if you get 4 inches that quickly, it can cause flash flooding in a blink of an eye. So luckily, it doesn't seem like there were too many storm reports across the region, but still lots of incredible totals. Even there in Scranton and Wilkes-Barre, almost 2 inches of rain just to the east of Scranton. All right, here's what our current radar picture looks like. We do have some of those showers finally exiting our region there in Pike, Wayne counties, also into Monroe counties, taking a closer look. These aren't the thunderstorms that we were dealing with earlier. Now they're just more in the way of light to moderate rain. They're going to be pushing out in the next hour or so, and then we have this final trailing line of moisture, and it looks like it is still holding on to its energy, and if it does so, it'll reach Wilkes-Barre around 6:45, Scranton around 7, Allentown around 8, Stroudsburg around 8:15, and Bridgewater there in portions of New Jersey around 9:30. So this rain is finally going to push out after the morning hours are done with, so you'll want to bring your umbrella in case you're headed out in eastern Pennsylvania. But the rest of the day looks really nice. It'll clear up throughout the morning. We'll see more sunshine. We might see a spot shower or thunderstorm. That's what the models are predicting. It might not materialize, but you'll want to bring your umbrella just in case it does around noontime, around lunchtime. And then things clear out. We might see a little bit more cloud cover as we go through the evening hours around 7 o'clock. So sunset will be a little bit cloudy, but then things clear up overnight tonight. And then look at Saturday. I put that into motion for 12 hours straight, and you see nothing but full sunshine. Maybe a few clouds at the end of the day into Sunday, but Saturday looks absolutely perfect. Let's get you out the door this morning. Temperatures in the 60s as you head out around 7 o'clock, 65, and then getting up into the low 70s, into the mid 70s by 3. And this is very below average. You know, normal for this time of year is 82 degrees, and we're only getting up to 73, 75 degrees. And by tomorrow morning, temperatures in the low 50s. So it's going to be a cool one and low humidity as well. Here's your weekend forecast. Saturday looks great, mostly sunny, low humidity. Temperatures in the mid 70s for the Tomato Festival. I'll be there in Pittston. It's going to be a great day. And Sunday, lots of sunshine, even warmer, better pool day, but there could be some haze because we have lots of wildfires currently burning out west. Lots of wildfires actually just sparked in the past 3 days in Northern California. If you've ever been to Klamath National Forest, it's burning up out there. Lots of acres burned. Also into Montana, lots of acres burned in British Columbia. 500 or more fires are burning currently in portions of Canada there. British Columbia, also into the Northwestern Territories. The capital of Yellowknife, the capital of the Northwestern Territories is Yellowknife, and it's been forced to evacuate because of the wildfires and the smoke. And all of that smoke is pushing its way eastward, and there's Pennsylvania outlined in red. We could see some of that residual smoke pushing into our area by Sunday into Monday. I don't think it's going to be as bad as we had earlier this summer, but it could be enough to cause some problems for those of you who are sensitive to wildfire smoke. And here's our current view of Hurricane Hilary. Just at 3 o'clock, it was upgraded to 145 miles per hour. That's a Category 4 hurricane, and it will continue up to the north. Normally, these storms take a veering out to the west, but it could be the first storm that hits Southern California, tropical storm, in the past 80 years. Could put down a year's worth of rain in just 2 days in places like Las Vegas. All right, here's your 7-day forecast. Turning sunny today, and we could see a spot shower in the afternoon, and the weekend looks great, except for the smoke that may come in on Sunday.
All right, Jeremy. Looking forward to the weekend, though. Thank you.
You and me both.